Welcome back, guys, to another pickups video from Jay from the GameBustersUK. Now, I hadn't done one for a while, so I just felt like doing one. I picked up a few games. I've got one PS1 game which I was really excited to get, and three PS3 games, basically. I wasn't sure whether to do this because I've sort of been a bit ill, sort of had headaches and earlier. I've still got one now. And just randomly show you why I'm wearing a cap. Yep, I'm a skinhead, if you could see that now. I am a skinhead, and I hate it because I think I look like a convict now. But I don't really style my hair. I can't really style my hair. People keep saying to me, get afro, make it to an afro, but I don't really like that either. So, you know, luckily my hair grows back fairly quickly, so in a couple of weeks it should be a nice layer. So I hide, even though I shouldn't really put this on with my headset because I kind of squashes it and stuff. Right, let's see if I can get this back on. Right, let's look into the mirror. So luckily I put the mirror right near to me so I can see. All good, I think. Anyway, I just felt like doing one, so might as well get on with the first with the PS1 game. Right, now, just going to give you a little hint. When I joined the GameBustersUK, when we made the GameBustersUK and we talked about doing singular playthroughs, this one was definitely one I would want to do. It's a very difficult game. I hadn't owned this game for ages. I think I lost my original copy of it, so I had to do it on my PC. I was a bit rusty, and I never thought I'd get it back again. I thought, no, I wouldn't be able to find it, and if I did find it, I think it was probably fairly rarish because it's a really good game. And it'd probably be priced a lot if it was on the internet. And I just happened to go into cash converters because I haven't been there for a while, and I looked and I said, "My God, I didn't think I'd see that anytime soon." I thought, "Wow." Unfortunately, it's not the original. Now, if you've watched the playthrough of this on our channel, you may already know what I'm talking about, but I'm just going to show you right now, and I'm pleased to say I've finally got back in my collection, and that is Croc, The Legend of the Gobos. Yay! It's back in my PS1 collection. Fantastic. I am so happy. Now, I was a little bit thinking, nah, this is too good to be true. You know, it's the classics, as you can see there. I'll just show you. It's the classics version, so it's not the original. I was a little bit worried. I'll show you the back because I thought, you know, the back's a bit bland actually. It's a bit bland. I thought to myself, very good. Sorry, just unplug my mic there. I'm gonna sound a bit quiet. Right. Should be alright now, so I won't talk so loud. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. And that it wouldn't work. Basically, I was just thinking, you know, I mean, cash converters, they're all right, but well, I haven't had that many games that haven't really worked, or I've had games where are a bit iffy, things like you know, like scenes maybe jumpy and things like that, you know. But and I was a little bit iffy because I paid £4 for it. Now I don't know if it's because they think they know that it's like a rare title or something. I don't know. But considering I bought Onimusha Warlords a few years ago, I think it was a few years ago, it's quite a while ago now, and from cash converters where it used to be, because I got moved in Ipswich to sort of up the library area. Um, when I got there, and that was £1. But on the Misha Warlords PS2 game, which I think is fairly decent, and this Legend of the Gobos is £4. The only thing I can think is either their pricing are terrible, or they must think that this is worth more than on the Musha. You know? And possibly I may even say it would be, just because of how awesome it is and how rare it is, but I don't know if cash converters really know that. To be fair, I don't know. So I can't really say. But to be fair, I was thinking, well, if this was £1, I may let this slide if it didn't work. But because it was £4 for this game, I thought, no, if this doesn't work, I'm getting my money back. And you know what? I was a little bit worried because it was making some iffy sounds on the PS3, because it doesn't work with my PS1 games. Don't work with my PS2 games anymore. My PS1 died long ago. I was going to get a PS1. I saw one in cash converts for £15, but I thought, well, I've got a PS3. If it plays my PS1 games, I'm happy with that. So I also saw a NES, NES and a SNES, but I don't know how much it was in there. I'm just glad it works. It does work. It was making some horrible, horrible chugging sound. What time are we at? About 6 minutes. Okay. And it was making some horrible sort of chugging sounds, but it seemed to work. It seemed to work. I mean, there was a point where the loading was taking a while, and I was like, oh, no, please don't crash. I'm hoping it's not one of those games where you'll play halfway through, it'll be all fine, and it'll freeze at a certain point, and it'll always freeze unless, I don't know, you use levels like cheat or something to get to the end. But even so, it was all freeze or something. You know what I mean? I'm hoping not, but it seems to be okay. I'm just glad I've got a fairly seems to be working copy of this game. Shame I didn't get it ages ago, so I could actually. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't have mattered because I wouldn't have been able to do a playthrough because I didn't have a PS3 then. I haven't had a PS3 very long, so. But, I'm just glad. I'm just really glad I've got Crocodile Dragon back in my collection. I'm gonna really try and look after this, and hopefully this does work. I mean, show you the instructions manual seems to be in fantastic condition, but of course the disc isn't, as like I say, because it was making chugging noises and stuff. It doesn't. It looks like it's hardly been opened once. Really, really good. And this is what I always liked about it, is that it shows you Croc 2 at the back. It's like, yeah, coming soon and stuff. Fantastic. I love this game. It's such nostalgia. I remember some music, surprisingly enough, when I was a kid, used to make me cry because it just sounds so nice, and it's just lovely. I know, such a sucker. And yeah, classic disc. So I had the original, and it had like the actual printed picture image of Croc. I had a lot of the original stuff. I had Digimon World for Platinum though. So I've got the original Digimon World 2003 and things like that. You probably won't be able to see the scratches, but if you look in the light carefully, there are scratches. It's probably around similar conditions to my 2003 disc. That's why I wasn't sure that was going to work, but it does, and I'm glad it does. So yeah, that's Croc Legend of God. It's my only PS1 game, because I don't really find many PS1 games that are worth buying, to be honest. And if I do, they're normally really, really expensive. So yeah, Croc Legend of God. I've probably shown you this loads of times, but yeah, just so you know, just put that at the back. Now another game, I don't think I showed you this. I'm not too sure, but I don't think I did. I'll show you the other one, and because now this is the PS3 game, so I haven't got any new PS2 games. And that's Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands. Now I think I show you just Prince of Persia. Now I believe this was kind of meant to be a bit like the previous PS2 games, and that's Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, Warrior of Inner Two Thrones. Have I shown you this? I don't know, but I'm just going to talk to this very quickly. Basically, if you sort of like Assassin's Creed, then you will like this game. And if you like Assassin's Creed and you never played Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, War of In, or Two Frontiers, I will guarantee you'll like it, especially War of In if you're into blood and gore. Um, Lots of ways of killing enemies, fantastic. I do quite like this game because I liked Prince of Persia, but it wasn't quite like those sort of ones. And this one sort of goes back to the way it was, and I also kind of thought it was a continuation in a way. But in my opinion, a lot of things don't quite make sense. Um, if it was continuing. Like, I don't think the prince has a brother, but in this game he does. I don't think he does, but he doesn't ever mention, and you don't ever see it in the Prince of Persia games. So I would say that it's slightly different. And although he does mention, like, I think he does mention a little bit about Pharaoh and stuff. It's a different story. He goes to visit his brother basically, and he finds his castle being taken over, and he's got to basically help him. Sand Creatures returns, and you get new powers and stuff, and some weird lady woman helps you and gives you powers and stuff, and it's an interesting, it's pretty good. It's the only thing I don't like about it is that you can't hold two weapons, because I always like that sort of about two sort of warrior vins where you can hold two weapons and do like different combinations. That I really liked, but it's a pretty good game. Just open the disc. Comes complete. And I think I got this from I can't remember. I'm trying to look at the label. I think it's Game. It might be Game Station, but I think it was Game. I ripped the label open. From the look of it, I would say it's probably Game. So yeah. I wouldn't have got it if it was $13.99, but because Game and their situation, they've reduced the price. $7.99 is £8. It was $13.99. I thought, oh, I'm getting it while it is, and I really like it. Discs in pretty good condition. I'd say the manuals are there, pretty good condition. Yeah, show you. And yeah, acrobatic skills and all that stuff. So I really like these sort of games. I've never played Assassin's Creed. I may do. I don't know. I've watched things and I'm not too sure about it. But if I like Prince of Persia games, it's a good chance I may like them. So now this one you may already know. I said I'm going to do a stream of the story, and I will. But I need to do some Skyping because I want to get some Skype peoples in the. I want to at least get one person every time I do a stream of it, because like I said, I'll probably be an hour, and depending on how long the story is, but obviously I don't know how long the story is. Just check the time, 30 minutes, right? I'll speed things up a bit. How long the story is, how many times I'll die, because it's just that game is iffy. I'm already starting to find out, but I would like to get at least one person in the commentary with me every time I do it. And preferably someone who has a little bit of knowledge of the game. It'd be even funnier if they, I suppose, if I got two people, if I could get at least one who's sort of fairly familiar of how the game is and whatnot, and they might not have to really reveal too much for me, but they can just be like, nah, it's this game, it's this level, I could talk about what's going on and what to expect and things, I suppose. But if I can get more than one, that's fantastic. I wouldn't say leave comments below saying, oh, I want to join in, but I would say I'll probably do a video for it when I'm requesting commentators for the stream once I get it sorted. But if you don't know what it is, no problem, because I'm just about to show you now. And it's Sonic 06, or Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. So yeah, Now the only reason I got this is because my sister actually got a Amazon card, and she said I could have £20 of it, and this was £13. And I thought, well, I'm not paying £13 for this, so I kind of got it for free. That's the only reason I got it. What can I say? You'll get my opinions when we do the stream. That is literally all I'm going to leave it there. And the last one, which I don't know if I've talked about. I did a little bit this in the Let's stream, and again, I don't know if I'd rather play this than Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. You know, I probably would. And that's Ultimate Tenkaichi Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi. Now, very quickly, I liked the idea of what they were going, especially the boss battles, but the controls were implemented badly. It's a bit far too repetitive, but addictive. I find this game addictive but repetitive. It gets to a point where you can get very tired. You want to play it, but it just makes you very tired of the repetitism, especially in hero mode. There's lots of training to do, especially when you're trying to learn different techniques and skills. There's quite a lot to do, but that's where I'm just cheating my way in. I'm just like going on hints and trying to find out who specifically have certain moves, so I can get the moves I want, and I probably won't do all the training. I mean, I may do eventually, but you know, I'm just getting up my character. You know, so you may have saw a bit of it in the stream. If you were watching the stream, you may have just watched the Yuga Doodles Rose, and I wouldn't blame you if you did. Just watch that. If you didn't go see it, go and watch it because it's on there. It's on Twitch TV, so it's still on there if you want to have a look at it. Yeah, I like the boss battle ideas. The character roster is poor. You know, the hero mode is limited. It's alright, but you know, I'm disappointed, especially with some of the costumes you don't get. You know, it's alright. You know, it's okay, but it could have been much better. And I hope to God that if they keep this style, that they make it less repetitive, more unique for each player. It's not all precise in this area, precise in that, you know, because it's like melee range and blast range. You know, I like the idea they were going for. Just you know, I mean, this game pretty much requires pretty much no skill. There's maybe little inches, and you know, if you can counter, then and you work out the counter, you know, then that's good. So that's one thing I don't like about online, is that you'll start to notice that even though your connection is very high and your opponent's connection may be pretty much excellent, and you'll start to notice that if you press like the button you need to counter, there'll be a slight delay, so you have to press it a little bit earlier. Otherwise, even though you're doing it how you would normally do it, it would miss it because it's like a delay reaction to pick up your button because of online. That's the thing I don't like about online things. So I notice I do, like, sometimes I'm starting to learn now that when countering, I have to like press the button like a couple of seconds earlier and hope that it would just pick me up and stop. Whereas in a normal game, you'll do it properly and follow it. But you know, things like that. But I try not to do too much of online. But yeah, it's an alright game. But could have been better. They could have done the story mode, especially where you've got light, standard, or standard, light, and heavy, and they're exactly the same story for each character. They could have at least spiced it up and changed things, you know. But you know, I had to pick this up because I'm a Dragon Ball Z game. Dragon Ball Z. I'm a Dragon Ball Z game. I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan, or a real fan of it. And at the end of the day, no, I don't know what I was gonna say. Yeah, the one thing I would say, I would have liked if you had more transformations for the heroes. You could unlock it and stuff. Because it's a bit mocking how he can just beat up everyone with, you know, with ease. You know, it's just a bit mocking. You know, it's alright, but it could have been implemented better, you know. What can I say? I know what I was going to say. It's too pricey for what it gives you, in my opinion. You probably get it if you, like me, are a really big fan. But still, I probably shouldn't have paid as much as I did. I really wished it was cheaper, to be fair. Just, you know, if it was I would have priced this like around Sonic Generations, 25 quid, in my opinion. You know, if they'd upped everything a bit better, then maybe so. But anyway, yeah, that's you know, my best collection of that is probably Croc, followed by Forgotten Sands, and well, you know, sort of cross between Tenkaichi. Anyway, yeah, that's the pickups video. I felt like I needed to do one, so thank you for watching. Will I do another pick up gameplay video. Probably not anytime soon. I may do. I'm not going to do any of these though. It'll be a game obviously that you haven't seen when I do pick up anymore. Because I recently got Crocodile, so I only picked it up yesterday actually. So yeah, but yeah, I'll probably will at some point, but not anytime soon. I'm just gonna do my Digimon World 2003 and sort out what we're gonna do for the team co-ops or whatever we're gonna do, and anything else I'm doing. Sonic CD Playthrough I'm still doing, things like that, you know. So I've got stuff going on at the moment. So, and I've got to do stuff on my personal channel as well and things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it anyway. 20 minutes. That's definitely enough. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the pickups vid for the wait. Hopefully I'll upload it today, the 15th of the 4th, 2012. And I'll see you guys later in another video. Thank you all for watching.